turn it this way, it'd be better. So this vehicle is the one that's going to South Africa, and nothing but problems with it at the moment. As you can see, well, it's going back to the car now, so we'll just show you what's gone wrong. So yes, so the car went into the garage this morning to get the inlet manifold fitted, and it brought the engine management lights on a couple of weeks ago. We had it fitted this morning. Car came out the garage fine, plenty of power. Went in the Peak District, parked up while we went around the market, the little market at Wirksworth. And then when we started the car, the coil light came on and the engine management light. So we're trying to get it back to the garage, and then now it's cut out in a little village and we're waiting for recovery. So drama with this car. You know, will we ever get to South Africa? We spent a fortune on it to try and get it so it's ready to go later on this year, and now we're stuck with a problem, which I'm hoping and praying it's not an engine problem, because strains that it just cuts off with no warning. The garage who fixed it this morning is gonna look at it. They said we can drop it off at the garage and then they'll check it over on Monday, give us a courtesy car for now. So yeah, it's a bit of a nightmare, but that's how it is. So I'm actually now walking back to the pub where we're just like, as you can see, we're just the pub where we are, we're just the car sticking out. So luckily there's a nice little pub here, which is handy. So this nice little village called Lee. It's just by Cromford. Hi. Yeah, by Cromford, which is really nice. But this place was just gone for hot chocolate, and it's a nice little village actually. See the cars sticking out over there. But yeah. So yeah, drama. Got to find out what's wrong with it, and a bit peed off at the moment, but that's the way it is. So I'm just going for a hot chocolate and then wait for the recovery man.
Broken down in Lee, in the Peak District, parking into a dead stop in the road. Luckily we have a triangle, luckily we've got roadside assist, and now we're going to get in that truck and go back to the garage where we picked it up. I think we're going to buy another one in South Africa and leave this one here.
Well, we'll have to see what's wrong. I think this is
We did break down in a nice place. We looked at all the fat hens. We walked down to that pub and had hot chocolate. So, you know, it's not the best thing, but the best outcome for where we've broken down. Oh my word. Oh, we're thinking we might have to buy a car in South Africa now. I don't want to break down in the middle of the wild in a car that does not move.
Traffic cops. Oh, have you been on there? You've probably been on there. Yeah. It's been filmed through drivers. Oh, yeah,
here we are. And our lovely Mr. Scott Allen has rescued us today, and we're in this huge big truck. It's kind of fun. I mean, it's not great to break down, but you know, we broke down in a nice place, all big fat hens. Had a nice hot chocolate in the pub. And here's our night to the rescue. Thank you very much. So here we are at the garage, getting dropped off, and they're going to give us that little red car down there. Can you see the little red car to use for the next day or two? So we get this car sorted out. Oh, what a kipper. So it's now not even turning over by the sounds of it. That's amazing! Taking a ride. Pretty good.
Look at that, that's crazy.
That is such fun. That looks like too much fun. Great. Thank you.
Car's back in the got a problem with the inlet manifold again. It went in the garage yesterday, came out, light came off the engine management light, working fine. This morning starts the car up and engine management light came back on again, so this is going to be a big problem. And this is the pass what's going back, taking this back this morning. But this is a problem for sending it over to South Africa, because it's just seems to be causing one problem after another, and we're having toying at the idea of leaving the car here and buying a car in South Africa, and for when we go over there to do our journey in March, buying a car in March and leaving it over there for when we go back again. Otherwise, I'm a bit concerned about the amount of lights what come on this car when there's a fault. As the engine management came on, the mechanic said that the problem with the reason why it broke down is that the wire going to the pump wasn't connected proper, which meant you know, when he did the job, he probably didn't connect it proper, and it came off and starved the fuel. So again, I'm back to the garage to book another appointment to get this inlet manifold problem sorted. It's just like driving me nuts. So just want to do an update on it, let people know what's going on. It is a bit of a problem. As you can see from my face, my eye is like suffering, and my health is suffering at the moment, so I've got to try to get fit for within 10 weeks to get on that plane, because I'm feeling rough, and I've had a virus for over Christmas, and it's not eased off. I'm taking everything possible. I can't sleep at night because of the coughing, so it is a bit of a problem at the moment. So I've just got to plod on and hope we can get this car sorted out and get this problem solved. So I'm just leaving the garage, Bit of a pain actually, because now I've got to book it back in again next week sometime when I know it's free to book in. The mechanic I spoke to yesterday knew what was wrong with it, but now I'm changing the tune a little bit, so I don't know, maybe it's just me, but I'm just a little bit peed off with the car at the moment, because you know, this car is going to South Africa. Well, it was going to South Africa. We've had so much work done on it. I had fitted new tyres, really good tyres, for the places we're going over there. Off-road, you know, we do go off-roading a bit. So a little bit disappointing that the bloody thing keeps on breaking down. And it's the same part, the outlet manifold. You know, the old parts actually, the garage has actually got it, so they said they could use the part what's attached to the outlet manifold, because that's the original part. So I'm actually walking it back now to my house while I'm filming this, because obviously I've got my car, the other car's got a cover on it, because it's a convertible, and this weather is killing it at the moment. You know, if I leave it out with no cover on, it's just going to get ruined by the weather. But today is a bit of a wind and it's cold, but it's a better day than yesterday. But yeah, this car is a little bit of a problem. We're having second thoughts, like I said, about sending it to South Africa now, because we've spent so much money on it, and you know, we don't want to break down over there, especially with somewhere where, you know, we can get help. You know, we have got CV radio fitted on that, but even so, you know, engine management comes on no matter what, if it's a fault on the outlet manifold or faults on the fuel. I mean, I suppose it comes on when it does wants to come on. So yeah, the biggest problem we have when in South Africa is obviously the security, and you know, we've driven over there before, and you know, we need a reliable car, and so I've just left the garage to get this inlet manifold, but he didn't give me the inlet manifold, he gave me the pump, which is that. He said he hadn't got the other part, which is a little bit annoying, but he said this is the part, this is the genuine part. The other part, you know, he didn't give it me back. So anyway, this was the issue, partly this part. This is the only reason why the engine management light came on again. He said the aftermarket parts can cause that, and this is genuine. Oh, I'm just so annoyed that you know, you go to a garage and they don't give you the part back. You've got to keep asking for it, and like I've asked it a few times now, and he said he had the complete part in the garage, but obviously he hasn't got it, and I can't keep on pestering, you know. But it's costing me money. I mean, £680 up to now to get this car sorted, and just to get it running okay. I mean, it's just you know, crazy. I mean, I've just spoke to him then and just said, how long will it take for this part to be fitted? And he said, I'm not sure. He said, might have to take the manifold off again, which is another big job. So, you know, you're talking another 240 quid just to do that. So that means the bill then will be over £800 just to change an inlet manifold, which you know, it's been off, it would have been off 3 times just to get it working right, which is just crazy. I mean, I don't know. Anyway, at least I've got this part back. So here I am sat in the car on a Saturday morning. It's actually freezing. It's been -4. It said it's going to be -4 all day. It's just took me a while to get the car sorted, and now because I'm just getting over the virus, and I'm sat in a cold car, and I'm going to feel it more again. Started sniffing again, which something you know, I want to be in a warm country. At the moment it's around about 35 in South Africa, and that's just perfect. Over here, you know, they say it's getting milder next week, but today it's cold. So the situation with the car is that on Monday I'm taking it to the garage, another garage who I know quite well. I told him the problem is today. He reckons that the motor on the inlet manifold is not causing the issue. It's something else. I don't know. He didn't put diagnostics on it like I thought he would have done, but he said he'll do that on Monday. Hopefully we can solve this problem on Monday, and it doesn't have to go in again, because it disrupts the day, because that means I've got to drop off Diane at work, drive back to the garage, drop the car off, and then I've got a good 2 mile, maybe 3 mile walk from there, which I can't walk in this weather. So I'm hoping that they'll let me use a courtesy car, because we sold him our little Viva, and I'm hoping we could use that and then drop it back off when I pick up the car. So I've got to text him and just see whether he could do that. Otherwise I've got to get a taxi, so which is not a problem, but it's just more money. We want to try and not spend as much money out as we can. With 680 it's been spent at the moment. We try not, you know, I know it's going to cost probably a couple £100 to get this problem solved, but we need you know, limit our spending, and hopefully this will be the last spending we do on this car, because it's had everything else done on it, and we can then look at try and get it over to South Africa. But if it causes issues before the deadline to send it, we'll probably just ditch the idea and maybe buy a car over there. We did look at a little Grand Vitara over here. Somebody was selling one, and I spoke to him, and they was happy for me to. They was willing to drop down in price, because they knew we was using it to do our YouTube channel, which was good of him. But then I realised after, when I spoke to him, that you've got to have ownership for a vehicle to take to South Africa for a year. We bought this in June last year, so we can't take it in March, but we'll be able to take it in September, so that it takes usually about 3 weeks. So when we arrive the end of September, beginning of October, the car will be there ready to be picked up. So if I said, if the problems with the car keep occurring, we'll just look at maybe buying a car over there, and then we'll see whether we can look at a decent price one. And they are expensive over there, more expensive than the UK, so we'll just have to see what happens, and see what they do at the garage first before we look at that down the road. But for now, we just want to say that this will be another update on our video, our second video about the car. So hopefully then the car will be fixed and everything will be perfect.